But anyway, we're back. I think it was the fact that the bedtime alert and the break alert was on for my YouTube settings, so I shuttered those off so that this doesn't happen again. I mean, there's been other weird reasons why it's happened too. So, anyway, as everyone's coming back from that reset, I get it, just we're back. Let me turn my editor lamp on because it's about that time already. Hang on. There we go. I'm gonna turn this editor lamp off. So that way. There. This is the, let me just say this. This is the nice part about my new lamp is whenever I'm doing a night live with you guys, first of all, this has also a 3 settings, so a low light setting, a medium, and a high setting. So if I want it highlight, I want it higher, which aka bright lighting. If I want medium, where I still want it on, but not like a bunch, I could. If I want it low, I don't know. But I mainly do higher lighting because it just works really well, and I just like it better. And y'all can actually see me from like far. So hey Leah, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I had to reset the live because it was wanting to cut me off for a minute. But we're back at it. So anyway, y'all feel free to like and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome. And just, feel free, like and subscribe, and also be respectful on here. Because you never know what anyone here is going through. But oh, you're okay? But yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about before? Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna continue like nothing happened though, y'all. All that crazy jazz. But yeah. So let's turn this back on. Him. Exactly. Actually, well, the world hand. Anyway, hang on, I might get my jacket real quick. Sorry, that's my dad in the background. Hey, y'all, give me just a minute. But my jacket looks it's kind of cold here. Right. Give it just a moment. Alrighty. Sorry, I was just putting this on, which I'm not really gonna zip it, but at least something's on. Awesome. Leah, that's so awesome to hear. Keep your subscribers going. And also, yeah, I've been okay. I mean, I've just been recovering myself. And I'll say this to give you an update on them. My legs aren't they aren't as bad, but they still do hurt occasionally. So at this point, just all I can keep doing is to relax and not overdo it a lot. So yeah. So at least we are somewhere, but tomorrow, I will be, dang, that's crazy. But yeah, basically, tomorrow I'll be working, well, not working, but volunteering for this, nursing home in my area that I do monthly. But I've just been actually forgetting for a couple of months about it, so I thought I've had time to make it in this month. So yes, I'll be doing that from like 2ish or so, but I'm getting picked up at like 1 something, I think. Something like that. But yeah. So yeah, so it'll be busy for a couple hours. But yeah. That's pretty good. Keep going, Leah. The more people you get, the better. That's what I say on here. The more y'all that sub is better. It's also better stats too for all channels. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, we're just hanging out there, y'all. So oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I'll have to go check them out here in a little bit. For sure. I mean, really, you guys, lately the times I really get on YouTube these days is if I'm streaming or if I'm watching Stacy's live on Fridays and Saturdays. I mean, occasionally I do come on here and watch like shorts for like maybe every now and then, or if I need to look up something. I feel like if I look at like a how-to video or how to make something work, then all that. But really, other than that, I'm really just on here like every little bit. Like I'll tell you this, I love YouTube and all. You know, certain apps, for me, I'm on like maybe every now and then. But, yeah. Yes. Honestly, I'll tell you this. I'm glad you brought me up about her. Like, I'm glad you told me about her. Because if you hadn't, then, would have missed out on a pretty cool opportunity. You know? Yeah. And so, and also wouldn't have met some pretty cool people through her live as well. But yeah. So, alright. Sorry guys, I was just fixing my camera angle, but I'm about to fix it again. Just so it actually fixes the proper way. There. Now it's facing that way, like it's supposed to. So, yes, I am glad I came on, because, you know, who knows what would have happened if I didn't, you know. So, yeah. So I was dusting something off. But yeah. So, anywho. Some of things are crazy, but it's been about to be due. But yeah. So, we're just chilling, you guys, so feel free to ask questions, just make sure you are asking age appropriate stuff, you know. Um, yeah. Yeah, like, I'll tell you, like, right now, they're not, like, they're about to be super thick, but they're not, they're almost thick, but they're not, like, for right now, I've got, like, for me, I am almost past my brow for some of them. Like, for example, this side I haven't reached the eyebrow level, unlike this side. But honestly, I might, at this point, they aren't, like, too bad yet, where they're causing me problems. Like, this side's, like, it's about to get there. But, yeah, y'all, for example, I know when it's time, because they both would be touching my eyebrows right now. Like, they would be touching a little bit past my eyebrows. And y'all, like I said, I do love my bangs because, fun fact for anyone who never knew this about me, for who knows, I don't know how many years of my childhood I've had this, but there were a couple of years during my childhood that I actually had bangs when I was a little girl. So when I was, I think, middle school, I decided to bring them back. Like middle school, going into high school, I decided to bring my bangs back to have some part of my childhood in me, like to basically still have parts of my childhood along with my adulthood, but also at the time parts of my childhood with my teenage years going into my adulthood years as well. And also, y'all, let me say this, there aren't that many people that can pull off bangs really well. Like, I can pretty well because I've had them back in the day. And honestly, y'all, I like me in bangs better than not bangs, because they're just cute and all that stuff. And it's just cool. Oh my gosh. I call it mine, but oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Leah, that's what I mean. For me, when I know personally when mine get that long is that basically they both are touching past, like a little bit past my brow. Like this one's a little bit at that line, but I'm kind of waiting for this to almost be even as well. So that way we're not trying to, not make it like wonky. Even though my mom's really good at doing my hair because she, fun fact, did actually get, she did go to hair school, because she did wanted to cut hair back in the day. What she did from home though, like she would have clients come to her house and she'll do their hair, and then when she retired from it, she still did do like a couple of close friends of hers, and then my grandparents and my dad and my brother and myself when needed. Like really, my dad and brother would be the ones that would frequently when needed because their hair grows like crazy. And with me, it would be like the one time I would need it is if I need like a trim. Like I felt like I needed to trim it a bit. Or for example, in this case, or probably in a week or two's case, where my bangs are getting long, and also they're getting really thick and all that, because I even have my mom thin them out a little bit, just so that way they don't feel heavy and they don't feel thick literally on me. But also they look better too, not thick. Not thick as heck. You know, not thick to my hair. Kind of like, you know. But, yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah. So, there we go. Sorry, I was taking some off my. Does that need it? Golly. Alright. Good night, Leah. Hopefully you sleep well, and hopefully, rest of your day tomorrow goes well. And then after today, I won't be back on until Thursday. But yeah, hopefully you sleep well. But yeah, anyway, yeah, you guys were just hanging out there right now. Yeah, we're just making some flyways of air now. That's great. But yeah, we're just chilling now. So, yeah, music. Give me just a moment. There we go. Anyway, we're just chilling. Let me take my meds real quick while we're at it, though. Here we go. There, now my medications are done for the day. Until tomorrow. But yeah. So actually, you know what? I will show you guys little me, because I do have a couple pics of. I do have pics of me. With my bangs when I was younger. But yeah. So let me do that really quickly so I can show you guys what younger me looked like. Because I had, like I told you guys, I had bangs when I was younger for a couple of years. Let me just find a good pic of me from that time. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Ooh, good picture you'll see of me. Okay, here's a pic of me so you can see what I looked like back in the day with bangs on. So, y'all, this is little me, and like I said, that's what I mean when I had bangs for a few years in my childhood. So that's one of the pics of me with bangs at the time. My hair was way lighter at the time before I darkened it. And actually, I like it darker. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I'll give it like a minute so y'all can see it. Okay. There you go. Now you guys got to see little me with bangs back in the day. And y'all that actually was I think that was 3 or 4 year old me in that photo from what I know. Crazy. Yeah, I think that was me at like I think 3 or 4 years old. I want to believe, but yeah, like I said, I think or that's first grade me. Like I said, I think it's 3 or 4 year old me around that time frame. But yeah. So yeah, now you guys know what I looked like with bangs when I was younger, and why I decided to bring it back towards middle school to high school year was to bring it back. To bring that part of my childhood back. And y'all, let me tell you, some parts of your childhood is pretty good. It's pretty good to bring it back sometimes because it doesn't have to be like anything with your hair. It could be anything from like your childhood. Like maybe, you bought like a really cute shirt that reminded you something you wore in your childhood, not like looks like childhood years, but like maybe a certain colored top you wore specifically, or maybe a pair of tennis shoes that were in like a certain color. You saw a picture of yourself, and when you were little, stuff like that, you know. But yeah, basically stuff like that, honestly, because at the end of the day, when we go to reflect back years down the road and we look back to ourselves going, I remember when I used to have bangs at this age, and then I had them again around this age, or just, or oh, I remembered how I used to do this, or just do anything within your childhood, really any childhood memory. Or oh, I remember when me and my friends used to play all the time, or when I played with my friends in the neighborhood growing up before I moved. It's really good to reflect like that, because there's gonna become a time where there's gonna be a time where a few of us might forget all that down the road. So it's good to remember most that we can now before it's possibly late to even remember what we did when we were a little kid or something from our childhood years. And y'all, it's also good to every now and then look through. Like, it's always good to here and there just look at something that was a part of your childhood, like pictures from different memories of your childhood, or just stuff you did that you have saved to look back and reflect. Like y'all, I finally have my baby box that my mom has collected with like photos of me from my childhood to certain little assignments and projects I did back in the day, or even to things like craft things that maybe at school I did that maybe like, so actually a few things in my child box I know I have is a couple of them specifically are a couple different books of me, of like different pictures of me from like the school year, like from that certain school year of some sort, and or just really anything along the lines of that. But yeah, so yeah, pretty crazy, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, pretty wild. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, anyway, though, y'all, I think I'm gonna get off live for the night, and I'm gonna come back live on Thursday next. So I will see a lot of you guys then. But anyway, in the meantime, until I'm back on Thursday, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you want to get the latest updates on when I go live next, because y'all, my time zones of when I go live is so different, so it's not always like a certain time. It's either I'm going live at night or I'm going live sometime in the day, anything like that. So yeah, but anyway, I'll see you guys once again on Thursday. So have a great rest of y'all's evening, day, night, or morning, whatever time zone y'all are from. So